Okay, well, let me start. I'm Julie Haluska, webinar chair of CAHAM, and I welcome you to CAHAM 101. And I'm going to go over our agenda for today. So welcome, welcome. I just want to tell you that Terry Closson, our president, is going to give an opening remarks, and then education is AC James. Membership is Sandra Thomas. Lynn Otani is going to talk about local programs. Mendy Valda is going to talk about certification. Nino, Pongos, and Rose Cabre are going to talk about technology, and Rose is then going to talk about social media. I'm going to talk about webinars, and then we're going to talk about next steps. So with that being said, here's Terry Closson.
Great. I was going to say good morning, but I guess it's noontime, right? So I'll say good afternoon to everyone. Thank you for joining us today. And thank you, Julie, for putting this together, and those that helped with the PowerPoint slide as well. So as Julie indicated, I am president of CAHAM. I have been president for quite some time, and am really looking forward to getting more people involved on an operational level with CAHAM, and not just to attend the conference. I've been a member of CAHAM for more than 25 years, and I'm not going to tell you how long it's been, but it's my favorite association to be associated with. That's probably a double negative there. And you know, we really care about each other. Our vendors are very, very good to us. And you know, my kind of philosophy is, if you have a group of peers to go to that are outside of your organization, that's tenfold, right? That pays for, like, let's say you go to the conference, right? Or let's even say that you don't go to the conference, but being able to have somebody that can help you, or even somebody that mentors you, and just to go to, is a really, really wonderful thing. So I'm not going to talk forever, because I usually do that. I do want to give one plug and a little bit of information to our vendors that have joined the call today. We do have a date for our conference. We have sent out a save a date, but we've also got the link finally to make the hotel reservation. So we'll be sending that out soon. Just the link. We don't have the program together yet, but to our vendor friends, you know what the program is, and you know that you want to get those reservations made. But that conference this year will be our 55th. It will be September 8th through the 11th. That's Sunday through Wednesday. And the rooms are $239 a night. It's a very good price. It's at the Lowe's Coronado, which is a beautiful place. It's a great place to visit. And we've actually got, with the link, you can actually book a full 7 days at the conference rate. So that's a good start. But anyway, I just wanted to give that a plug. And then I will turn it over to Sandra, who is our membership chair. Sandra, go off mute, and hopefully you can put your camera on.
I'm unable to put my camera on, but good afternoon, everyone. Can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, thank you. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Sandra Thomas, and I'm part of the membership committee, and I'd like to thank you all for joining. This is my second time I've been to the CAHAM conferences, and I've enjoyed them so much, and I enjoy CAHAM, and I'm looking to build our membership to get more people involved. It's really great. I advise everyone to join. You network, they have webinars. It's just great, and it's in California. You can go to they have them in different our CAHAM meetings in different towns. You can, like I said, you can reach out, you can network with everyone. And I think this is really great, you know, and we're looking forward to building up our membership. And that's including, building up membership for bringing in our HIM, looking at bringing in our revenue cycle, billing and collections. Those are important. And some of our teams, are that we're looking to grow to become leaders in their future, because we develop them, and it's great if they can be able to, join CAHAM. So I think this is a great opportunity for everyone, and I hope you'll become a member. Think about it and let us know if you need any assistance, or if you need help, going to your leaders about joining in the membership, and, going, attending the seminars. And I think it would be really great. So that is all I have.
Thank you so much, Sandra. Now we're
And
going,
Sandra, what if somebody wants to become involved with the membership group?
They can just reach out to me. And my email address is sandrakThomas@outlook.com.
Maybe we could put that in the chat or something.
Okay.
Send it out.
Right, and all of our website should have all of our contacts.
I think I have it, Sandra K. Thomas at Outlook.
Yes.
Okay, I just put it in the chat per Terry's request.
Thank you, Kelly. Thank you. Okay, great. So
Great.
now we'll be on to AC James, who is also not just the chair of education, but she is also our vice president.
Hello, good afternoon. As Terry said, I'm AC James. I think I know most of you know me, but I've been a member of CAHAM 20 some years as well. Been in for over, and we just gonna like Terry. We're gonna leave that right there. So we have a committee for education, and what that committee does is we look for dynamic, awesome speakers for our conference. Each year we meet with these speakers, we talk to them, and basically an interview to make sure that they are a good fit for our organization and for our members, and also to ensure that our members and non-members that come get the best possible outcome and get information that's needed and relevant to what they're doing in their lives. We are currently in the process of interviewing some potential speakers that have been referred to us. We take referrals. We try to keep our speakers free. Okay, so I don't know how else to put that. We would like for them to donate their time to us, so they can add that to their resume, and they, speak on relevant subject matter that the membership has given us some dialogue on. So like from the survey last year, we got a lot of potential topics, and we try to find the absolute best fit for those topics that can like bring it home and keep our attention and draw in the membership. With the education committee, we meet once a month. We try to meet twice, just to kind of stay in tune, get everything finalized, and then we report that up through our board monthly meeting. We also have the WOVA app that we used last year. Some of you may be familiar with it. We are going to use it again this year. Our team, the education team, is responsible for that as well. And we try to engage other people to help us, better make the app better each year, like with some gamification stuff, notifications, and keeping everyone informed, and also allowing you all to network together. So, and that's pretty much it for me in education. If you would like to be a part of the education committee, we're a little thrown off, but we love it. The differences in us is what make us work together well. I can be reached at ac.james@otaniconsulting.com.
And the benefit of speaking is, unless you mentioned that and I just didn't hear it, that you don't pay for the
I did not.
conference.
Go
Right.
to that. The benefit of speaking at the conference is the conference fee is covered. So you that's one expense that your company or you don't have to worry about, but you are still responsible for the room.
Great. Thank you for that presentation, AC. Okay, and so Miss Lynn Otani is going to talk about local programs and other things. And I want to share with you that Lynn Otani is our treasurer on the board of directors.
Yes, thank you, Terry.
Mhm.
Thank you, everyone. I was looking through the names and I'm excited. I see, of course, friends that I've known for a long time, and I've been on as long as AC and Terry and most of the group. But I see some new names on, so I'm very excited that we have so many people participating. So we started local committees actually pre-COVID with the intent is California is a big state and you can't always come to the conference. The conference is the ultimate for all of us. But if you can't for whatever reason, it's still good to have that local connection, that in-person connection with people. And so Julie's done a great job with webinars, but during COVID, of course, we stopped the local sessions and now we're starting them again. And so the reason was, again, for the conference, and what they are, they're local sessions that are designed by our group. And so since it's our committee doing it, there are no rules. So Andy and Michael, I didn't see their names. Are they on? So they were the ones we had the first local session post-COVID. And the previous process had been like either a morning or an afternoon session. But they said, you know what, that's not going to work for us because we're busy. We can only do in the afternoon. So can we do it towards the end of the day? So they wanted to do it like between 2 and 4. And then we went out to happy hour after because that's what worked for that group. And they said, we have a lot of supervisors and leads that we want to attend, not just managers. So we designed the whole session together and we did that for them. Prior to that, when there were a lot of changes in Medi-Cal eligibility, we did one at Long Beach Memorial with a vendor. And the vendor went over the eligibility. And then we had a roundtable where everyone just talked about current issues. Another event that we had, again, this was before COVID, was in Anaheim. Was Diversified was actually a Medicare eligibility vendor, but we already had our topics. I just needed a place. So I called her and said, hey, can we use your place? But you can't talk about your business. And she said, of course, come on over. And we used her office and we had a good meeting there and we went to happy hour after that. Prior to that, Lena offered her office in Kaiser and had one of her coworkers speak on Medicare eligibility. So as you can see, we don't really have rules. We fit the need to the area. And all we need is a hospital or a clinic to offer their space and maybe some drinks. And then we'll have a vendor come in and they provide refreshments. They may or may not speak about their area. And then we design the session. So that's what we're looking for. If anyone would like to join, please contact me. If anyone would like to offer a location, that would be great. And the other thing is it's a stepping stone for speaking because some people say, I don't want to speak at a conference, that's too big. Well, you can start with a webinar. You can call Julie and say, hey, I'm doing this great thing at my hospital, at my clinic. Can I speak on this topic? We'd be happy to have you. Or if you want to do a local session, because usually there's like 20 people or so at the local sessions, it's smaller. So again, it will help you with building those presentations, will help you with PowerPoint if that's not your strength. And then after that, you'd be calling AC and say, hey, I want to speak at the conference. So with that, please join.
Okay, thanks, Lynn, for that. Do you want to give a quick update regarding certification or not?
Oh, for CHAM certification. So for me?
I have that on the next slide.
Oh, wait, so I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry, Mandy.
No, you got it. Yeah, so we utilize the CAHAM certifications, and there are 2 options depending on your level. So there is a CHAM certification for your management level and above, and CHA for the associate levels. Some organizations utilize these for career ladder opportunities. And just give you an opportunity to widen your scope of education. So with the CHAM, which I took a few years back personally, it opened me up a little bit more from the front office to get involved in some of the back end and the billing that we're maybe not as involved with. So it'll just heighten your awareness of the entire revenue cycle. Your certification will renew every 2 years. They are currently taking applications for April 2024 until the end of this month. So if anybody is interested in taking these, either one of these exams, you have until the end of this month to apply for the April testing window. And they are offering both in-person and remote testing options. So you don't have to worry about finding a proctor to take the exam in person. We currently offer the ability to do it remote. There are some rules that you have to follow, but it gives you a little bit more of an opportunity to take the exam in a setting that is more comfortable for you. Any questions?
Great, thank you. Mandy, would you care to share what special event happened to you last year at the conference?
Sure. So I was awarded the Carl Satterfield Award. I was nominated by the team here at my organization, and complete surprise, but it was such an honor to be recognized for my leadership and everything that I've contributed to the organization, and be able to, be honored with that. It was amazing.
Absolutely. So congratulations to you again on that.
Thank
It's
you.
quite an accomplishment. Several of us on this call about actually had that same thing, but I'm going to just deviate for 1/2 second here because Miss Lena Watts, who has been, she's our secretary, and she actually gives out that award that Mandy received. So I'm going to just give you like 2 minutes, Lena, if you don't mind talking about the award.
Absolutely. So on our website, we have a page dedicated to the Carl Satterfield Award. And we encourage our members to review the page and actually nominate someone. What we do is that we accept nominations between a certain time period. I need to put it on for 2024, but there's an application that must be submitted. And what we're looking for is basically, what does that person do to really embody professional development, to work with their teams, in looking at teamwork, looking at professionalism, looking at what they have done, projects within the organization. What are they doing outside of the organization, outside of their work, right? What are they doing for community service? Are they doing with their professional association? So we look at all of those things, and we're looking for someone to that we can highlight at the conference, because once you are nominated, the board, which is Terry Closson as the president, AC VP, Lynn, Otani, our treasurer, and myself as secretary, we review all the nominations, and then we basically identify who that person is going to be. And that person is, the recipient does receive a special award at the conference. And we have a luncheon at the conference where that presentation takes place. So again, I encourage each one of you to look at your leaders, whether that's yourself or someone within your organization that you would like to nominate, and go ahead on the website and submit those nominations.
Great.
Feel free to contact me if you have any questions. My email is lena.watts@kp.org. And I could put that
Lena,
in.
I have a question.
If we
So
don't, oh, sorry, AC, but just because we're giving out all of our email addresses, which is great. We also have a CAHAM address as well for general inquiries, et cetera, if you don't remember our names, et cetera, et cetera. Lena, do you want to say what that email address is?
It is kaham.org. Oh, no, that's our website. I need to know let me go and find that for you.
I think it's
on the website. It's on the
CAHAM.
website. It's on the front page of our website. I can
Yeah.
tell you that.
I think it's CAHAMCA@gmail. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry, AC. I didn't mean to interrupt
That's
you. But
okay.
thank you, Lena, for that.
Thank you.
I just had a question for Lena for the group to hear the answer.
Yes.
To nominate someone for the Carl Satterfield, does the person being nominated have to be a member?
Yes, the person should be a member. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes, we want to nominate our members. The person who's actually doing the nomination does not have to be a member, right?
Okay.
Typically, it's going to be their boss or someone like that. They don't have to be a member, but the person being nominated should be a member.
Okay.
Thank you so much, AC, for that clarification.
Yes, that's a good question, AC. And, from Mandy speaking and from, I think everybody that's on the board has received that Carl Satterfield award at some period of their career. And I will tell you, if you didn't love CAHAM, then you will love it. If you hadn't loved CAHAM before that, you will love it again. I mean, it's the gift that keeps giving. There's so many wonderful things that happen to people that win that award. And it is a secret until the conference, it is quite emotional. I know all of you have cried, so including myself. So it's really quite a wonderful thing. So anyway, thank you for being impromptu through that, Lena. I think we're going to talk about technology here, and I'm going to call on Nino Pongos, who is our guru, and we're grateful to him. He's not much for words, but he is fabulous at technology. So Nino, take it away.
Thanks, Terry. Afternoon, everyone. My name is Nino Pongos, and I've been assisting Cam for the last probably 6 years, I think.
Yep.
And I've been helping Lena on, with the website, as well as setting up webinars, The social media, I've been backing up Rose on that as far as, a lot of the content management, managing the logos, the program creations, and all, pretty much anything that's technology, I'm overseeing that.
Julie, do you
Um,
have our slide that I sent to you? Is it on the next page?
Yeah.
No, I didn't got it, Lena. I'm so sorry. I will update that slide and put it on the website though.
I could
Okay.
share
Unless
it.
Can you
have it,
share
you
it,
wanna
Nino?
share it.
Yeah, can you
Let me see
share
if I
that?
could
'Cause
share this.
I submitted a
Yeah.
slide that Nino and I were going to review.
Okay.
Thank you, Nino. See, technology. He is the,
Yes.
there it is. Thank you
There it is.
so much.
Yeah.
So Nino, as he mentioned, Nino is our technology guru. He is a quiet one, but he has vast experience and knowledge in technology, and he does a lot for this organization, and we could not do it without him. So publicly, Nino, I want to acknowledge you for all that you do. And these are just some of the things that he touches, and I'm his backup, right? But basically, a lot of it's the content management of the website, and there's a lot that goes into that, ensuring that the content is updated and accurate. Communications, under communications, we send out broadcast messages, email. There is that email website that we actually have to review all the emails and provide responses. On the website, there's a phone number. That phone number is actually my phone number. And so I get all those calls, anything that's pertaining to CAHAM. If there's questions about, membership, or if there's questions about our organization, I respond to those. Many times I get a lot of speakers who want to actually come and speak at our conference. I get a lot of phone calls around that as well. Nino, you want to talk about the vendor logos and the...
Oh, as far as vendor logos, it's just making sure, they're sized properly, and then we post those as well on the site and in our programs and stuff. Yeah.
And then website enhancements. We are in the process of doing some enhancements. I had an opportunity to meet with one of our members, Andy Torres, and she provided a lot of feedback on some things that we can do to enhance our website. And so Nino and I are going to take a look at that and update those items on our website. Nino talked about doing webinar seminars. Julie, as mentioned, host webinars on a monthly basis. And so Nino does all of the setup for that, the registration, and ensures that you have the correct link to go ahead and register for those webinars. There's a lot of work around maintenance for our membership database and the calendar on the website. And I just want to put a plug out here. If you, at any point in time, change your email or your phone number, or you change jobs or what have you, it's so important to us if you go onto the website and update that information, because what tends to happen if it's not updated, we continue to send emails to a wrong email address and we don't have current information for you. Many times we may get lucky and go on LinkedIn and get information and pull that in, but it would be really helpful, and we want to get that message out. If you make any changes to your personal information, if you can update that on the website, we greatly appreciate it. Nino, talk about the conference, because you do a lot of work around that.
So as far as the conference, there's a lot of preparation behind that. We develop the programs. We utilize all the pictures from our previous conference for the program, as well as just setting up the registrations for both the vendors and the members here. And then, we have also reporting behind that, and any type of technical assistance with, the registrations with, codes, and just making sure it's functioning properly for everyone.
And he also does registration not only for members, but also non-members. There's a separate registration for that as well.
Right. Correct.
And then at the conference too, Nino has been our go-to guy as well for any technical assistance that we may have at the conference, because many times the hotel or the venue, they want to charge you for every little thing. If you ask for a cord or if you ask for any assistance, they want to, attach a price to that. So it's so nice to have Nino, and I must say AC as well, because they are both technical people. And they are our go-to people at the conference, because there's always typically some type of technical issue that comes up, that's unexpected. And so they're experts in those areas. And as Nino mentioned, he is a social media backup person for Rose. So Rose, I think, is going to talk about social media going forward. Thank you so much. If there's any questions, feel free to reach out to either of us.
Yeah, thank you both for that. I just realized as far as technology, we didn't talk about the app that we used last year, the WOVA app that AC brought in, and maybe we can talk a little bit about that as well. We're trying to make sure that we are as forward thinking in technology as possible, and we want to bring, things like the app to our membership, like the other conferences do as well. AC, do you mind sharing a little bit about it?
So with the WOVA app, it is front facing. You can download it on your phones. You can access it from the computer. And the way we're using it is as folks register for the conference, we're registering them. We're carrying that registration over to the WOVA application. With that, we can print your badges and where you're from, what your position is. We can print those nice little pretty badges that we had last year. And also you can communicate with one another throughout the conference through this app. You can do it prior to the conference as well. We send out surveys through the app. We send out notifications like Lena has a walking club every morning at dark 30 during the conference. And we send out notifications of, reminding people, hey, that, meet in the lobby or wherever Lena decides, for the morning walk. You get that on your phone. You can also look at your, if there's changes for the agenda or anything like that, that'll also be in the application. There's also encouraged to, set up little small group meetings, and reach out to people, networking on the app as well. We found that quite a few people was doing a lot of networking. There's also challenges in the app, whereas the person that is doing the most contacts or relevant subjects with other people, we gave away some gift cards based on that usage of the app. And again, we're using it for our surveys also, because we know the paper gets lost and we're trying to go as paperless as possible. We've also been able to check people into the conference without having to do a whole lot of extra stuff. And we even got Lena on there checking folks in and using the app, and that's a big thing. So she's
Uploading
excited.
pictures too. I upload pictures.
Yes.
You did.
So as you take pictures during the conference, you can also add that to the WOVA app, and you can download those pictures if you like, to your computer or to your phone or what have you. And the only persons that have access to those pictures are folks that are registered in the WOVA application. But again, last year was our first year using it. So we were kind of just kind of beginners with it. So this year we've got a little more time to actually play with it and get things set up in it. So we're trying to make a big bang this year.
Thank you, AC. It's not only
Welcome.
valuable for our attendees, but also for our vendor sponsors as
Yes.
well, because they can tag people that have come to their booth as an example, or somebody that they've been networking with, and get their information that way as well. So it's a very nice tool for us to have. And I think people really enjoyed it last year. So thank you for that. And thanks for bringing that to us, AC.
You're welcome.
Well, and I would just like to point out, that's why new people are so important, because Terry, Lena, and I, we were happy. Lena was printing out beautiful paper every year and bringing it wherever we were. She carted down the papers and we would pass out paper. Everyone who's come to the conference, you got the packet from us. AC came along, I think we need an app. And we said, no, AC, that's not us. That's just not us. And she pushed. And Lena liked her paper and she said, no, we're going to try it. And now look, we're all converted. So again, we really want new ideas. We want more input. And that's why we want, more people on our committees. And even if we don't have a committee that you see that you like, bring it up, because we are open to that.
Absolutely. Okay,
And
Rose,
if
are
you
you
have
there?
any ideas, I'm sorry, if you all have any ideas for the app, please let me know, let anyone that's on the education committee know. We're open again to suggestions and recommendations.
Join the education committee.
Huh?
Or join the education committee.
Yeah, or join it.
Absolutely. Okay, good. I think we are ready for Rose now to talk about social media.
Mhm.
Your volume's not
You're
working.
mute, Rose? I don't see mute is on, but maybe you can turn your volume up. Is it your volume?
He's been having issues all morning.
Um,
Maybe we can go to the next person and she can call in.
We got time for that. We could do that. Maybe Rose, you could call in and see if we can hear you that way. Just interrupt if you don't mind. And we'll come back to you because Rose does some good things on social media and I'm sure you'll want to know
Right.
about it. But I believe Julie, can you talk about the webinars?
I'll unmute myself. Hey there, everybody, Julie Haluska. I just wanted to tell you that I'm the webinar chair for our chapter, and we like to encourage our membership, you out there, to actually want, if you want to speak on a topic, we'd love to have you do a webinar for us. We also work with our vendors as well, and they reach out to their current customer base, and they also do webinars with their customers. And we've got some here. These are the webinars that are coming up. Mike Laidlaw, who was at Sutter, he's going to talk about patient access and AI. We have Able Pay, and Able Pay is a patient financial engagement tool, and they're going to talk with Lehigh Valley, April 18th. And then HealthFuse is going to talk with Kern Medical, May 16th. So that's on the docket right now. As I said, I'm still working on getting some more webinars for the rest of the year. So if you're interested, I have my email address right there. And if you have any questions about any, if you need to contact anyone on the webinar today, just let me know and I will get them a message. No problem. It's jhaluska@me.com. Any questions or thoughts from the folks here on the web? Lynn, you have nothing? Nope. Okay. Well, I appreciate everybody that does want to commit to doing a webinar. It's really important for our members to learn new things, new technologies, new education. So that's very important to our members, and we want to make sure that you're getting what you need. So thank you.
Yeah. And we do try to limit that to our vendors that are sponsors as
Correct.
well. Right. That's
And
good.
business part, and one thing as far as when Sandra was talking, Thomas, about membership, people like myself who are vendors, we have a different membership due, and it's because we're business partners. So if you want to do a webinar with us, you have to be one of our vendors, and you also have to be a business partner as a member. So just want you to know that as well. And if you have any questions on that, either talk to Sandra or myself.
Okay, I think Rose has called in now. I see 626 number on there. So you want to give it a shot, Rose?
Yeah. Absolutely. Can everybody hear me okay?
Yes.
It has not been a good technology day for me today. Had to reboot my computer. Just wanted to make a clarification on the previous technology slide. I am the backup to the backup. So Lena is Nino's backup, and then I'm the backup there. Also wanted to give a shout out to Nino, because one other thing that he does is he puts all of the presentations after the conference on the website. And so there's a lot of work. And like Terry said, he is very, very quiet. So currently right now we are on 3 different social media platforms. We are on Facebook, we are on Instagram, and we're on LinkedIn. And so we do post information about the conference, upcoming conference that's happening. We post a lot of pictures of the conference that happened before, kind of to get everyone in the mood and just really share that information. We also will post messages of appreciation to our members during the holiday season, Thanksgiving, Christmas, or the holidays. The other thing that we do is our web exits. We also post the web exits that are on social media. So if you haven't friended CAHAM CA on Facebook, Instagram, or if you haven't added us on LinkedIn, please do. Sometimes I tend to get overly artistic on the post, but one thing that I'm not great at is reels.
So if you love to do reels, please reach out to me because I would love your assistance in putting together reels. Those are a lot of fun.
Definitely.
And as we get closer to the conference, of course, there's always a lot more coming out on social media. Whenever we have a vendor that sponsors it, I let Rose know that, and she gives them a shout out on LinkedIn and our other social media platforms. So, you know, we want to be as active as we can and show our members and our sponsors, our business partners, our appreciation as well. And it's kind of fun seeing yourself on there, right?
It is. One of the things that our vendors do also is when they are signed up for the conference, they'll also post about our conference. So I'll see it on their LinkedIn. And so they help to spread the word. But yes, absolutely. If you haven't friended us yet, please do friend us.
Yeah, check us out for sure. Right? We're happy to have you. Okay, so I think we've sort of covered the agenda here. We want to talk about what next steps are. Now, I don't know everybody that's on here. I know most of you that are on here, and maybe I would recognize your face if we had everybody had their cameras on, but I know that's not always possible and some people are shy. But what can we do for you? Next steps would really be, you know, are you interested in joining CAHAM? Is it, thanks, Laquita. And she was a first-time attendee last year, correct? Yes.
Yes, I was. And sorry, I didn't know that we were supposed to have our cameras on, or I would have had the cameras on so you could see my face.
Well, you look beautiful, and even if you didn't, I just like talking to people versus talking to names. I'm a stickler for that. I'm a stickler for that when I'm conducting a meeting at work. So I'm remote, so all my meetings are at work. So yes, so thank you, Laquita. And she was very involved when she came to our conference last year, and you know, she was definitely somebody that we know is pretty committed already to and we appreciate that for sure. Yeah. So those of you that are on here that I don't know, and I don't want to call out any names, what kind of questions can we answer for you? What can we do for you to get you to become part of our CAHAM family? And not just to come to the conference. I mean, we love that because that's the, you know, that's the icing on the cake, of course, right? But to be involved in a committee perhaps, or, you know, I don't know what it is, whatever you'd like to be involved in. I mean, we have a lot of opportunities here. If you know people that you'd like to see included in our information, if you're not in our contact list, then you don't get the information about the conference, as an example. You know, we haven't raised the price for the conference in more than 25 years, right? And so that's why it's super important that we have, you know, our vendor sponsors, right? Because the cost of the conference doesn't even cover the cost of the conference for food for y'all. And there, like, I don't know who said that. Lena perhaps maybe said that there was, you know, like other costs, right? There's costs for the AV, which can be incredibly expensive. Yeah, and just to have somebody, a technician babysit, you know, that's about $500 to $600 a day. And now we've got, you know, Nina and AC doing that. So, you know, we're trying to cut our costs so that we don't have to up the cost of the conference. I mean, to go to, you know, we were this past year, we were at in wine country at Paso Robles at Alegrato, and we sold out. Right? Everybody said, nobody's going to go there. It's so far. You can't get there by planes, trains, and automobiles. I mean, it's quite a jaunt to get there, right? But we had an incredible conference last year. And I always try to have it somewhere where family is welcome. You know, I just recently got married, but my fiance was there as well. And you're always welcome to bring your, you know, your spouse or your significant other. We will welcome them to the welcome reception. Certainly they shouldn't be going to the educational events or anything beyond the welcome reception, but you are most, welcome to bring your family. My philosophy in booking these conferences is like, I'm not going to go anywhere that's not better than the bed I sleep in at home. So they're always really incredible locations. Everybody could vouch for me on that who's been to a conference. And yeah, I mean, if you have to leave home, be away from your family, why not bring them, right? They're always welcome. Or bring a friend from work, whatever it is. But we've kept that cost. You have not raised it in more than 25 years. So same with our membership costs. Our membership cost is $175 a year. You do have to renew it every yearly. And that just really goes for some administrative costs that are outside of the conference. So a lot of people don't pay their membership dues or even join until you get the conference, until the conference information comes out, because you do get a discount if you are a member, if you are a current member. So it does, let's say you were a member and you're not a member, it'll give you the opportunity to renew that membership on there too. But really, I mean, Nino sends out those invoices. I think in December was the first set that we set out. If you have an invoice for that, please take care of that when you can. That's super important for us. And if you're not a member, please go to CAHAM and join. We'd love to have you. So
Terry Rose
question
has her hand up.
on involvement. Does anyone have any questions about that, or preferences, or comments about what we're doing, other ways to reach out?
there's some very shy people.
Rose had her hand up. Rose, did you have a question or comment?
I also wanted to share one of the things that CAHAM is access management, but we also look at revenue cycle. So if you have friends or contacts that are in anywhere in the revenue cycle process, like I'm in the business office process, but I go to CAHAM because it's so very important. It covers all kinds of things. We had one of the speakers last year that was the director from USC, and he was talking about how to manage denials. We had somebody from HR. So there is value in the conference, not just for patient access team members, but there also is value for anyone that is anywhere in the revenue cycle. So maybe if you have a peer that's in the business office, you guys can go together, or you can invite them to join.
That's a good, thank you for saying that, because that's the other thing that we're trying to do on the education committee, is to ensure that we are covering not just patient access, but the entire revenue cycle, because the revenue cycle starts with patient access. And we also want to make sure that patient access understands what they're doing, how it impacts the rest of the revenue cycle. So we're trying to bring all of that, with the speakers that we're bringing in. We try to bring all of that full circle for everyone, so that, patient access knows the questions to ask when they go back to their facility.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think that probably would have been a good thing when we introduced ourselves, not just as president or vice president, but what you do, right? And what's your real job, right? So I'll just say, I mean, Rose just told you what she did. I work with Rose as well. I'm at CHOC Children's Hospital in Orange County, and we are soon to be merging with Rady's in San Diego, and I'm looking forward to that. But I am director of revenue cycle. I do happen to have the front end as well, admitting and ED and financial counseling, but that was not my original job at CHOC. My title hasn't changed, but my responsibilities have. But so I know both ends, but you just never know anything. I always learn something at the conference. I always make a new friend at the conference. And I will be honest with you. And so this is part of the conversation I have sometimes with vendors who are not familiar with CAHAM, thinking it's NAHAM or that it's AHAM or something, right? But I will be honest with you, every vendor that I've ever hired was a relationship that started at CAHAM at the conference. And so it's really valuable. Mindy can vouch for me on that. Kelly, I don't know where she went, but Kelly as well. That's where I met them both, was at CAHAM, and I happen to do business with both of them now. So it's a good thing. And Julie as well. Yeah.
Thank you, Terry.
This is me. I can completely agree. And as a vendor, so many great relationships. So you are meeting You are meeting people within patient access, but you're also meeting revenue cycle directors, CFOs, just a variety of people come to these conferences and are a part of this organization. And it is a great time to network because you have so much time with individuals. Patient access to patient access, certainly. You're meeting people from all over California. But yeah, the relationships, I would say that I have closer relationships coming to this conference than any conference I've attended.
I want to
My
second
2
that,
cents.
Mindy. I love CAHAM is my favorite group in all of the revenue cycle conferences I go to. It's very welcoming. I've made a lot of great friends. A lot of them are right here today. And I can't agree with you more, Mindy.
We appreciate that very much, ladies. You know, I will say that we are not the biggest and we don't want to be. We want to be intimate. We don't want to lose this sort of CAHAM family that we have, right? You know, if you go to a national meeting or even something that might be, let's say, like in Las Vegas or something, you might get more people, you know, to attend or be involved, right? But our goal is really that our vendors know each and every attendee that comes to the conference, right? And that our board of directors gets to socialize or at least meet each and every, you know, individual that comes to the conference as well. So we are a little bit of a family and we like it that way. So
And so I think most of the people on the call know that. That's why they're on. I think they're just being quiet for some reason because CAM is not a quiet group. So
Not at all.
please reach out to us
Not
and
at all.
contacts. Yeah. So where you'd like to participate and join. And we thank everyone for joining the call.
And again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to any of us. We're more than welcome to, we invite your questions. We invite any comments that you may have, any feedback. We really look forward to working with you. So if you don't want to ask questions now, feel free to email us, call us, whatever's convenient for you. But we really look forward to your involvement, your active participation, and we thank you for taking the time out of your day to join us for this webinar.
You guys can put me wherever you need me. I said that at the conference, so I'm not picky. I'm not picky at all. And I would second that.
Well, let me come over to your house.
Lakeita.
Let me come over to your house,
Lakeita.
Laquita, and get you in the membership. I'll be around the corner in a few minutes. 10 minutes
Sandra
away.
lives around the corner from me, so she's going to grab me, I guess.
I'm gonna
right?
grab you.
But I do want to
Hopefully
second that
that's
to you
fun to you.
ladies. You all are very welcoming. It was my first time, like Terry said, last year was my first time attending, and it felt like a family, very welcoming. AC, I felt like I knew her for years because we have been communicating through email. She's very sweet and responsive. So I just felt very welcome, and it was well put together and organized in a really good area. The rooms, Terry was amazing. So thank you for that. And I did see where we're going this year. So great job. But I do want to say thank you for being so welcoming. And Sandra is already gonna add me to her list. So I guess I'm already taken then.
Well, I think we have you speaking as well. Is that
I
right,
will
AC?
be speaking as well. I spoke to AC yesterday, so I'm excited about that and that opportunity. So yeah, I'm looking forward to growing with you, with all of you ladies. And thank you for being so welcoming and having me as part of CAHAM.
And Laquita, if you
you.
want to connect on actually doing a local program, you know, I'd be happy to work with you because we have Sandra, you and myself in the Sacramento area. So we can definitely work together and maybe do a local program and get some of the folks in this area in Northern California to come to that.
Perfect. I would love
Anyone
that.
in Central California, I'm learning that area right now.
Love it.
We're everywhere.
Yeah, we are.
We're everywhere. And if we can't be together that way, we'll be together virtually, right?
Right.
Okay. So I am going to probably close this meeting now, give you 10 minutes back. Maybe you can get a bite of lunch before your next meeting. And thank you all for coming. Please reach out to us if you had our names in the chats or what have you. I may ask Lena to see if we can send out the link for the hotel. because we have run out of rooms before. This is a bigger hotel, so I don't know that that's going to happen. But yeah, get your room, plan a vacation around it. You can actually book it, even though it's the 8th to the 11th. The conference rate is available from Friday the 6th to the following Thursday night. So you would depart on Friday, but you could do any or part of that as well. And there are actually some upgrades is available, but most of the rooms have a water view. I couldn't see when I did my site there of anybody that didn't. It is out on a peninsula. It's between the bay and the harbor. And there is a shuttle that runs every 30 minutes from the hotel, and it drops you off right in front of the red roof place. What's that called? Come on, the big Hotel del Coronado, right? Doesn't everybody visit Hotel del Coronado right there? And it's in the middle of town there. So if you carpool with somebody, or if you take the train down there, you're not stuck down there. And then, you know, we do have a big welcome reception the first night. And, you know, it's possible that we could do an add-on for something else as an option. We're looking, you know, I have to look for a vendor to maybe do the harbor cruise or something like that. But we keep it exciting, I promise you.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah. Anyway.